Hey, I'm back with another video. Okay, so this is important to touch on because, girl, I know you didn't suddenly become sensitive like overnight. No, you didn't. And anybody that says that you are, well, we'll touch on that in a minute. Don't worry. But you didn't become sensitive all of a sudden. Here's what did happen. You stopped tolerating disrespect. That's it. Why? Because it was time. Because how long are you going to allow the disrespect to continue without you putting a boundary in place? Because here's the thing about continuous disrespect, one-time disrespect, momentary disrespect. You teach people how to treat you. That's it. And the fact that you don't tolerate it anymore, first of all, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You make like my job easier as a coach, yeah, as an alchemist, because the whole thing about alchemy is piecing things together so that on the other side of that tincture, that mixture, that flow of different methodologies that you might use, both tangible and intangible, whether that's something you take or something that you work through. When some of the pieces have already been placed together in the puzzle, it makes my life easier and it makes your journey easier through this healing process. Yeah? Because as a wounded healer, I know personally that I've heard several times, sometimes from the same person, that I am too sensitive. No, I'm not. Sensitivity in that respect is I'm not willing to put up with the disrespect that you claim I should be able to handle. I don't want to have to leave the house and be worried about what you might say to me. I don't want to have to be in front of you feeling good about myself and be bracing myself for what might come out your mouth about me. I don't want to present you with something and that I feel really, really good about. And the first or second thing you say is negative. And it's not constructive criticism. It's just unnecessary negativity. Yeah? But most importantly, I don't want to have to put up with disrespect anymore. And the disrespect comes in all shapes, forms. It could be in the form of wanting you to overgive, expecting you to people please, expecting you to be more than you need to be, expecting you to do more. Ooh, from a woman's perspective, girl, the doing at this beautiful age of mine, doing no longer excites me. In fact, I don't really know why it excited me in the first place. I think it's because I was conditioned to believe I had something to consistently prove that I could and that I would and that I was able. I remember actually a man that I was dating, God, we're going back to 2019, 2020, I think it was, 2021. And he saw that something needed fixing in my home and started to tell me how it could be done and how easy it was. And I'm like, that's not, no, I do enough. I'm not, I personally don't believe I have the skill to do that. But even if I could learn it, I don't want to. I don't want to climb up on a ladder. I don't want to fix that, me personally. And it's not to say that the thing won't get done. If I have the money to, I'll pay somebody with the skill and the time and the energy to do that thing. His response to me was to compare me to other women who spend their lives on ladders, fixing and plastering and moving furniture with the tip of their finger and basically just doing the most. And I'm like, well, I'm thinking to myself, first of all, I don't give a damn. Second of all, don't you dare compare me to anyone. Yeah. Because that's not what this is. This is my home. My home and their home, the two, they don't go together. And third of all, those women don't want to bloody do it either. Yeah? Let's get that straight. They don't want to do those things either. They're not here to do those things. They have to do those things because there is nobody else around to help them do those things. So they've had to learn, they've had to figure out, in the same way I've had to figure out a number of different things in order to maintain my home and myself and my kids and my car and God knows what else it is that I've had to learn. And whilst I'm not done learning, there are some things that I'm not prepared to do. Okay, so hats off to those women for doing it. I support them. I don't wish I could because I'm not willing to. I wish you didn't have to, but the disrespect stops the moment I say no. I don't need to be told what I could do, should do in comparison to other people. No, we're not going to go down that road. That's not what's going to happen here. You didn't suddenly become sensitive. Disrespect left out the door. It's as simple as that. And no, you're not overreacting. No, you're not. You didn't just change overnight. No, honey, that wasn't that. Okay. Here's what changed, or here's what settled in your spirit. Let's put it like that. Your awareness. Your awareness. It's increased. It's gone up. It's doubled. It's tripled for you. Yeah? And the people around you are starting to get a different you. The you that they cannot control. The you that they cannot manipulate. The you that they cannot put down and expect you to shrink into a tiny little pebble and then do the very thing that it is that they're telling you that you should do, could do, and others would do. Yeah, your nervous system is done. It's done with that crap. Why do you have to put up with that any longer? No, you don't. The sensitivity in all of this is when you couldn't sleep. That's where you were sensitive. Worrying about all the things that people had to say to you. Worrying about the disrespect that you had to put up with. That's where you were sensitive. You were sensitive in your nervous system. When it wasn't settled, your nervous system is what was sensitive. Nothing else. No. Girl, let me tell you. You're sensitive when your gut wasn't settling with the food that you were eating. When you develop things like acid reflux. Because you're too busy worrying about what everybody else might say, could say, would say, is going to say, has already said. No. That's where the sensitivity was. That's where you were sensitive. Your nervous system is literally actively rejecting what you used to accept. And what you used to accept was not of benefit to you, but it seemed to benefit everybody else. It benefited them. I still to this day cannot work out how they benefit from disrespecting you. You will not put up with the disrespect anymore. But I still don't understand how they thought it was of benefit to them. What it does, the only thing, it boosts their ego. It makes them feel powerful for the 39 seconds. And once those 39 seconds are over, they either come back for their next fix and their next supply, or they move on to somebody else for their fix and supply. And then when that doesn't work out for them, or it does, they stay there and they, get as much out of that they can. They literally suck the life out of that individual. And when they've got everything they need to get, they come back over to you for the next bit. Yeah? So you're constantly in a state of fight or flight in every situation. At home, in a relationship, with your family, at work, even on the street. with strangers who feel that they can say anything because for some reason your energy has told them that you are their supply, that you're willing to accept that BS. But you're done. It's over. You're not sensitive, honey. You're finally seeing the truth for what it is, that you deserve so much more. And you're also seeing that placing a boundary in place, telling people your no because your system doesn't accept what is being done to you in that moment. And out of your mouth comes that straightforward, no questions asked boundary where you say, no, that didn't feel right to me. You don't really have to explain yourself. The simple fact is you just put them in their place and you've given them exactly what they've given you. You've just done it smartly, smoothly, diplomatically, but they got the message. They got the message 100%. And here's the kicker. Here's where everything comes to place. You can never go back. Don't you dare. Come closer. Don't you dare go back. Don't you dare go back. Don't you do it with the old people, the present people, and the new people. Don't you go back to accepting what your nervous system has already told you it will not stand for, not 1 second. Let them call you sensitive. Let them call you too sensitive. Let them call you angry. Let them call you aggressive. Let them call you emotional. There's a favorite one, especially with men to women. Let them call you whatever the heck they want to call you. But you only answer to one thing. Me? I answer to Katie. What's your name? What do you answer to? Queen? Your first name? Your second? The nickname that you accept? Whatever that might be, that's what you answer to and nothing more. But you will never go back to accepting disrespect ever again. Let's be clear on that. My name's Katie and I am the Apothecary Alchemist. Yeah? Turning pain and transforming it for the women who never should wait until they're 39 before they say no. Amen. Leave a comment down below as to how, or even an example of how you are not tolerating disrespect ever again. I'll see you on the other side.